Hello, and welcome to Calculus 2. First, I'm going to start off with Unit 1, Single Variable Calculus Functions. Functions, lowercase f of x, derivative, capital F of x, integral, antiderivative, f of g of x, composite, which involves the chain rule. Unit 2, derivatives, ODEs. We'll go over first. You'll see PDEs later. D over dx is how you express it. It's 2x third plus x squared plus 3x. You decompose it 6x squared by multiplying 2x, 3, and 3 is just a constant. X squared plus 9x plus 20. 2x plus 9 plus 0, because there's no 20 is a constant. And the constants just go to 0. D over dx, fifth root of 2x cubed. We got 2x to the 3/5, 6/5, x to the negative 2/5 because you're subtracting 1. The fourth root of x squared over 2x cubed, that was a complex one. You have x to the 2/4 reduces to x to the 1/2, half x to the 1/2, negative 1/2, 2x to the 3/4, that reduces, that would come to 3/2 over negative 1/4. So half x to the negative 1/2 over 3 squared, over 3/2 to the negative 1/4. There you have it. Differentiation of trig functions. Y equals tan squared 4x, y prime equals 2 tan 4x secant squared 4x times 4 equals 8 tan 4x secant squared 4x. That's a complicated one for like prime. Inverse trig functions. Sine negative 1, as they call it on the calculator. 1 over square root of 1 minus x squared. Cosine 1, negative 1. Actually, for sine it's negative, and then for cosine negative 1, it's 1 over square root of 1 minus x squared. And you see the wave right there as a useful diagram. Tan negative 1. These are just actually solved ones for circumstances in tan. D over dx, tan negative 1 over 1 plus x squared. Cotangent negative 1 over 1 plus x squared. And then d over dx, secant negative 1, x, 1 over x, radical, x squared minus 1, and then negative for that, for cosecant. Negative 1. Here's some solved problems for tan. Take a look at them. Pause the video. Y equals cosine negative 1, 2x squared. That would be 1 over 1 minus 2x squared equals, and then dx, 2x squared minus 2x, 1 over 2x to the 4th. When you calculate that, y equals secant negative 1, 2 over x plus 1 over, plus the radical of 1 minus x squared for the inequality right there. Now, I'm not going to read all this. I'm just going to let you slowly go through this. Good. Next page, rational equations. Basically, you're dividing the two polynomials. 2x minus 2 divided by 3x squared minus x plus 2. 2 over 6x minus 1. Higher order derivatives. D over dx, x cubed plus 3x plus 9 over 2x squared minus 4x. And the derivative of that is 3x squared plus 3, 4x over 4x plus 4. The derivative of that is 2x over 4. The derivative of that is 2. And the derivative of that is 0. And you're playing with these. The radical function, 4th root of 2x cubed, d over dx, 2 x raised to the 3/4, and then there's half x raised to the 1/4, then take the derivative of that, half x raised to the negative 1/4, you get to negative 1/8 x raised to the 5/4. That's the second derivative. Then there's Unit 3, integrals, antiderivatives. Capital F of x plus 3 equals x squared plus 3x over 2 plus c, because you need to have the constant, and then you put the next degree in the denominator. Then there's the graphic map of the sine functions and cosine function. F prime prime of x of sine equals to cosine f prime of x plus 3 for higher order integration. 1 over x squared plus c. Here are the definite integrals. After this last indefinite integral, cosine, cotangent, cosecant squared, 1/2 cotangent x, 1/2 cosecant x equals negative 1/2 cosecant x plus c. Definite integrals, 6, 30, area 30, 6 times 5. Capital F of x. And you have 3 right there. You have 4 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 equals 12. And then this one, this exponential logarithmic one, which is 10x, it goes from 0 to 30. You have the maximums right there. 24 plus 18 plus 12 equals 54. Then you have the minimums right there. That'll get you to 36. So it's 54 or 36 for that one. And then these are the ones where you subtract, where you're getting like from 0 to 4 on f of x. 1.5 plus 1.2 equals 2.7. Negative 0.8 minus 1.4 equals negative 2.2 minus 2. Then you get 2.7 minus 2.2 equals 0.5, and that's the area when it comes to the x-axis. Exponents and logarithms. E to the x equals e to the x plus c. After this, I'm going to go to a part 2. After all this, capital F of x, 2x squared, g of x, capital G of x cubed plus x. You do what's inside first, chain rule. You're getting this? And you're adding 1 to the polynomial raising. You get x over x12 to the 12th power over 12 plus c. Trig identities. These are the identities for trig integration. Sine, negative cosine, cosine and sine, secant, tan x, cosecant, negative cotangent x, tan sec, secant, cotangent, cosecant, negative cosecant. And this is another problem. The integral of sine x squared, cosine x squared dx just put the parentheses on and do half cosine x, half negative half sine x. Let's see if there's anything else in this unit. Right, improper integrals. When it comes to like infinity being on one of them.